streamer planning on making your first emote patch? Or maybe an artist whose one-day dream is to start your own business in creating emotes for others? Then, welcome to this tutorial. I am Yui, a VTuber affiliated on Twitch and an Apple who surprisingly has enough brain cells to create her own emotes from scratch. Do you know you can apply these techniques that I'm about to share with you in any art piece you have?
Warning. Make sure to use your own original art for this, especially if you're planning on selling them.
So, are you ready? Then, let's start creating.
Previously on
Yui Design. To make your emotes, you will first need a drawing application. Luckily, there are tons of options for you to pick from. But for me, my two favorite ones are Medibang and Ibis Paint, in which both of them are also free to use. Next is the canvas size. This step is very important since you need to follow Twitch's or any streaming program size guidelines. So you won't have to struggle later in resizing them. Since mine are for Twitch, I went with 112 to 112 pixels. Now with the canvas ready, it's time to place the emotes expressions you're going with. If you're having trouble sorting out your emotes expressions, I really recommend you to surf the realm of Pinterest, since you will find a lot of inspirations there. Another way for you to get inspired is from your own preferences. For example, drawing a simplified version of a meme you like, or maybe a meme associated to your model theme. When you are done, export the art piece in a PNG transparented format. Before we start, allow me to clarify that this step could have been skipped in case you have already drew every part separately. However, for me, I haven't really done that, so I end up using my fave application of all time. I use my spell card, PHOTOPEA. But wait, how are you supposed to separate your work piece? Allow me to reuse a word of a wise apple. Critical question, and that is, what exactly do you plan on rigging? Depending on your answer, your work steps will be decided. For my future emote, I separated the apple, face, and the mouth all in different layers. Notice how I fill the empty spaces caused from cropping each part out? I even added some extra paint just like what I did for the mouth. Why, you ask? So that when you're going to animate the mouth, the object beneath it, which is in my case the apple, would stay covered. With all the layers separated, it's time to export. Hide all the layers and export each one of them as a PNG separately. There are tons of animating and rigging programs you could choose from. But you know what I'm using? OpenToonz! Come here, sweetie! Yup, you heard me. We are going to animate our future emotes using no other than OpenToonz. I will do some brief explanation as I show you my work in progress. But if you would like to know more, then I highly recommend you to check out some of my tutorials, like this one over here, or this one too. The most important step is fitting our drawing into the canvas. To do so, make sure to change the scene height and width with the sizes you chose for your drawing. Now, in the browser page, drag and drop all the PNG pictures of the drawing. When you go back to the drawing panel again, you will notice that the layers are all over the place. So do take your time and reorder them well. When you are done, it is time to start the hard work. For most of the mouth animation, I used the Animate tool to create a munching movement by scaling the mouth, rotating it a bit, then changing its position in circular movement. The reason why I started off with the mouth is because I felt it would be the best option and it would serve as the base of the whole animation. In another word, depending on its movement, the apple and the face will move alongside with it. So, thanks to that, in the next step, which is animating the apple part, I only had to keep track of the movement of the mouth and move the apple according to it. For both the apple and the head, I also used the Animate tool. So, all what I'm gonna be doing is just repeat what I did for the mouth. Next up is a fun detail I really wanted to include, which is a slight cute bounce animation for the ahoge. Using the plastic tool, I created a mesh for the whole face. Now, make sure to stay focused. Since the whole head is attached to the ahoge, any rigging I will do will cause the whole face to move too. And this is something we really want to avoid at all costs. To change that, change the build skeleton panel to paint ridge. Here, all we're going to paint in red will get glued together and stay in its place. Notice now how nothing is moving other than the tip of the hair. With this fixed, you can start animating in peace. I kept playing around with the shape until I felt happy and pleased with the bounce. Look how adorable it turned out! Later on, I went to the function editor and started adding the ease in and ease out effect to make the animation more smoother. With everything's done, it is time to export the work. And of course, it has to be transparented background GIF format. So before going into the render menu, make sure to turn on these two icons. Now, go to render output setting and change all your settings to the same ones I'm selecting. The most important setting is the one at file settings next to the name of the file. Change whatever option you have inserted to GIF. Hit render and you have a transparent GIF ready to depart. If you are already a part of the affiliated program, you can easily open the stream panel to upload your creation. Here's mine, and this is how it looks in the chat area. I just love how it turned out, and I hope my dear apples will also like it. With this, our tutorial have been concluded. If you found this video useful, don't forget to hit the like button and never feel shy to subscribe to my channel for more useful tutorials. After all, there is always a place for you in the Apple Kingdom. Also, feel free to check out my Buy Me Coffee page, which features tons of game designs you can download and use for your device. Hope you had a fun watch. Yui is out.